Problem 2. Which of these graphs represents the temperature change of a piece of metal at 100 degrees Celsius when placed in 22 degrees Celsius water? So the dotted line or dashed line is the metal. The solid line is the water. We have 3 graphs showing temperature versus time. And so we need to choose, is graph A, B, or C a better representation of placing 100 degrees Celsius metal or metal that's come out of boiling water and placed it into room temperature 22 degrees Celsius water. And then we also need to justify our answer. All right, so I think that we can quickly eliminate graph C. Graph C would not work because the graphs do not converge. This is fundamentally wrong because the water and the metal would reach the same equilibrium temperature. But we have that convergence happening in graphs A and B. So how do we differentiate between graph A on the left and graph B on the right? In graph B, these slopes, or the rate of the exponential decrease of the metal temperature and the increase of the water temperature, are about the same, implying that they have about the same specific heat, but they don't. Metal has a much lower specific heat than water. And so what that means is it takes less heat to change its temperature. So we would see a much steeper slope in the change in temperature of the metal with respect to time than we do for the water, which will heat up more slowly than the temperature will cool down. So in that case, graph A is correct. Metal has a much lower specific heat than water, so it takes less heat to change its temperature. The slope of its temperature versus time must be much steeper than that of water.